Or when I'm gonna meet this person, I'm gonna be fulfilled. No! I'm absolutely stupid. Hello and welcome to a new video of mine. Today I'll be speaking about Bali and my experience in Bali. I was living in Bali for 2 months from the beginning of September 2025, until the end of October. One very interesting thing that happened to me while I was in Bali was one day I was just doing my meditation practice, my Shambhavi, and chanting some mantras on the balcony. I was living currently with Phoebe, my girlfriend, and I was having some experience inside of me. I was feeling very, say, blissful, but also just present, and I felt the presence of the divine, if you want to call it that way, just right here. And I went on with my day. Against the evening, I was just sitting next to Phoebe outside on the balcony, and she was doing something on her iPad, and I looked at her, and it was like I perceived a layer deeper than just the normal thing that you see. So normally if I look at something, I see this speaker, for example, here is a speaker where my phone is standing on, and I just see it as a speaker. I don't really go that deep. But in that moment I penetrated through the layers, the first layers, and saw into the an emptiness that is within everything. And I was just looking around me, and I was just perceiving this in everything. And it gave me a sense of everything's the same. Everything seems different if you look at it at first glance, or if you just look at it normally. But if you spend some time really looking at something, I think you can find the same basic materials, or let's say, for example, the 5 elements, you can find them in everything. So they're all the same, but they're different in their composition, how they're put together. And it gave me a sense of connectedness to everything, and it felt like I lost myself in some ways. So what I call as myself is Abel, this person, this identity. Basically, it's just thoughts and emotions and this body, I guess. What I call as me, or as Abel. But in that moment, all of that just melted away. That's something that opened up. I think it's also thanks to Devi. I got introduced to Devi more in Bali. So this is something that I'm very grateful for, that I found Devi in my life, or she has found me. It has changed my life. Having her here is truly, truly a blessing. She just fills the space with a lot of energy, and it makes me feel like I have food, basically. Like food is in the air, you know? Like I don't have to eat the physical food, I can just connect to her and she feeds me. Also right now it's like, I'm even getting goosebumps because she's just So intense. She's really so intense. What else? I learned to not take myself too serious. I'm learning to see how stupid I am. Yes, I'm absolutely stupid. And I'm seeing how many friggin' limitations I have. How stupidly I still live in the most of my life. It's actually sad, but I'm not here to cry about my stupidity. I rather laugh about it, truth be told. Once that I saw that my mind is just recycling basically all the gathered data that it got from wherever, from books, from people, from whatever. It's like it's so limited that I can just call myself stupid. There's no other way. There is another place I can come from. Let's call it my higher self, or my... Nah, that sounds so gay. Let's say when I'm conscious. When I'm really present and I know what is me and what is not me. When I come from that space, I'm not stupid, because that's a very, very intelligent space. But my body and my mind, it's so limited. So that's another thing that I've just realized, like, holy shit, I'm so limited. One thing that I very much enjoyed about Bali is the variety of fruits and the variety of vegetables and just food in general. It's absolutely amazing as a chef to be in a country where you have this variety, and it's all local. So here in Switzerland, if I'm buying a coconut, it's not local. But if I'm there, it's local. So that's so cool. And just eating so much fruits is so good for your body and so important. I'm kind of sad that we don't have so many fruits here. Especially in winter, it's like actually nothing grows. The apples and pears that we have here are from last season, so like from the last harvest, and they just keep them over the whole winter. So the whole winter you're just buying apples and pears basically from the last harvest, which is already like, I don't know, some months ago. So that's kind of unfortunate and silly, but nevertheless, what I appreciate about Switzerland is definitely the cleanliness here. Switzerland is so clean, and the water is so much better. The water is so much better. I didn't even think that the difference is that big, but when I came back, I was just like, whoa, this just feels right, you know? The water is much better, the air is much better. The quality a lot of times of products in general is just better. And yeah, well, there's other benefits as well. Like being here right next to mountains and forest, it's another big blessing. Not everybody has this privilege in Switzerland. People live in big cities as well. But I guess that's also their choice to live in a big city. Being here in a little village in Switzerland is absolutely beautiful. I'll blend in some videos of the place that I'm living at the moment. And yeah, it just blows me away, truth be told. On a daily basis, I just go on my balcony, I just can't help myself. I can just bow down to this creation, because to see this, it brings tears to my eyes, truth be told. Just speaking about the beauty of this creation. I can't comprehend it with my mind. How blessed I am to be living in such a country, and how blessed I am to be alive, to be able to experience life. There is a lot of things that happened in Bali. Another thing that I've realized and that really settled in is, I don't care if I'm in Bali, in Switzerland, in India, in wherever it is. It is my choice, or it is my responsibility. It is me that is creating my experience. Everybody is saying this, like, yeah, you're the master of your world, or you're creating your life. Yes, you are. But people don't understand it, that it's right here, right now. Like, you don't create it in tomorrow or over tomorrow or in a few years. It's right now. So if you want to perceive something, it's not, oh, I'm going to go to Switzerland, oh, I'm going to go to Bali, or when I'm going to meet this person, I'm going to be fulfilled. No, it's right now. It's right here. There's no other way. This is the only possibility you have to experience it in this moment. This is a big thing that I've realized, or it's always more a reality for me, that I can just, or that I'm clear about this, that this is the only possibility that I have. Another thing that changed since I'm in Bali, I have less doubts about what could be better, or like, I'm worrying way less. I'm just present here right now, and I'm very happy with whatever is here right now. And I'm very grateful for everything that is here right now. I don't know why, but I just want to cry today. Not cry out of like sadness, but just out of this absolute wonderful creation. And I just can't express how beautiful my experience is of life right now. So yeah, life is a blessing. I very much enjoyed being in Bali, especially also being with spiritual people. I've another thing that I've realized living with spiritual people is how much stories we create. Well, spiritual people like to create stories around everything. Spirituality is simple. It is simple. But we like to create some huge story around a simple thing. Because it's the nature of our minds, I think. It just likes to make everything complicated. And I also do a lot of times. And that's something that I realized. It's just, we just gotta drop all the bullshit and just really come down to what matters or what is here right now, and not keep on creating these stories and keep on doing it, you know. That sounded kind of weird. Yes, I'll definitely put in here some clips and videos, if I find some, of my Bali trip. It was an amazing ride. Fuck yeah, we had bunch of fun. We had bunch of laughter. Also very, very much intensity. Very much intensity. So yeah, definitely beautiful place to be. Namaskaram, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you like the video.